Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Mr. Anthony Show. Damn it, let's go. What? Y'all already know what it is, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in once again. And before I say anything else and utter another word out of my mouth, you already know I gotta show love to the people. Cause it ain't about me. It's about y'all. Everything I do on this show is about the love for the people. Nothing else. No one else, man. I truly appreciate any time, any second, any minute, whatever amount of time that you spend checking out anything that I've put out. It's greatly appreciated and it's loved. And we're going to get right into it. I got two topics today, and this right here is going to hit home. It may twist some feelings a little bit. May make a few people upset. Yeah, I guess it depends on the individual. And I'm not even going to tease y'all. We going to jump right into it. Let's go.
I brought this picture up for a reason. If your woman is out in public with you like this, that's not your woman. That's our woman.
Look at his face.
I hope my brother don't think I'm dissing him.
No.
If your woman is in public with you like this, I don't care if you agreed or disagreed. If she out in public with you like that, that's our woman. If your girl walk with you in public like this, you can't protect her. If your girl is out in public with you like this, she is not prioritizing you. She putting you in a room full of gangbangers with an opposite set outfit on. Yeah. If your woman is in public like this, you are in danger.
Man, shout out to the homie, Corey Holcomb. A lot of people be giving this man some flack because he keep it so 100, but if anybody's seen that man's stand-up comedy, y'all know the man don't cut no corners. And he keeps it 100 all the way. But nonetheless, let's think about this. Let's think about this topic right here. And everybody know what's going on with Remy and Pat right now, right? They out here beefing with each other, going through a real messy ass divorce, man. Real messy, And I know what that feels like, not to their degree, you know what I mean? But, I've been through 2 divorces, to be quite frank with you, and they not fun. You know what I'm saying? None of it is fun, and the only thing that you can really hope for and ask for in these situations is peace and harmony in the process. And they obviously don't have that at all. But that's something that's currently going on. But when this particular clip came out, it wasn't as messy as it is right now. But to the homie's point, look what she got on. Now, I know that's popping right now, but a man such as myself, and I'm sure there's other men out there like me who feel the same way that the homie feel. Like, for real. You putting yourself out there, sis. You know what I'm saying? And some of this you got to put on dude. You got to put some of this on Papoose too. Because if this is my woman, I'm telling her out the gate, like, I'm seeing you get ready. Like, nah, we not doing that. We not doing that. You know what I'm saying? You are a reflection of me, and I am a reflection of you. We represent each other out here. whether we're in the presence of each other or not, we're still representing each other. That same thing goes for the children. You don't want your kids just walking out the house looking like they just rolled out the bed. And I know a lot of them want to do that, right? Barely even want to comb their damn hair. But we're all representing the family, you know? And he said, this ain't your girl, this our girl. We share her. How can he protect her? That man step away, go to the bathroom. All the thirst mode dudes is on her. And from what I'm seeing, the whole outfit appeared to be sheared. Like you can see through it. I think I saw a nipple. Like, come on, man. Don't put me in a position to where, I got to get on some 5 heartbeat shit and, every night I got to fight to prove my love. Don't nobody want to go through that, man. But Papoose has a role in this. So I don't even want it to be all on Remy, because if you respect your woman to the point to where is you want her to come out the house looking respectful, dressed accordingly, you see what he had on, right? It's presentable for him. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, he not gonna dress nowhere near like her, but at the same time, he has a role in this, and he needs to have a conversation. Like this probably should have been a discussion early into their relationship before marriage even got there. Like you nip this type of stuff in the bud early in the game. You know what I mean? Or at least have a discussion about it. That's if you feel this way. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he cool with that. But if he cool with that, he better be ready for what's coming. And look what end up happening. I'm not saying her dressing like that is a direct result, because what you wear, you still have self-control. You still can control what you're doing. But at the same time, if you out here, looking like, you fresh out a music video every time you hit the streets, I know you famous and all of that. And you know what I'm saying? But regardless, you married. You in a situation, you know what I'm saying? But even if you're not married, you ain't even got to be married to have some self-respect. And Papoose he just can't sit back and be like, hey, man, this is just what she wanted to put on. No, man. No, not at all, homie. You don't get away with that. You got to take credit and accountability for your role in this process, bro. Me personally, she wouldn't have been coming out. We would have had a fallout fight. It would have went up in the crib. You know what I'm saying? We would have had some real live hard words back and forth, especially if she insisted on going out like that. So, you put this man in a position to where he may have to scrap with somebody who disrespects you or try to come at you and disrespect his presence as a man, and he also got to look in the mirror and tell himself, man, I played a role in this shit. So I gotta take my lumps too. I gotta be accountable for what I didn't do as a man, the things that I didn't, the boundaries I didn't set as a man, and let her come walk out like that. Come on, man. That's ridiculous, bro. For real. And ladies, no disrespect. You know what I'm saying? I got love for everybody. But, everyone got their standards and their boundaries, just like y'all men. We have our standards and boundaries and things of that nature too. And it just so happened to be one of mine is, we represent each other out here, whether in presence of each other or in private. When I'm not around or when you not around, we still got to represent the family the right way. And we can't be out here looking like we straight off the motherfucking whole street corner. Come on, man. You kidding me? Stop playing with the people. That's ridiculous. And look where they at now. Messy, divorce court. This thing could have been quiet, but nah. They are all over the internet making videos back and forth to each other, putting each other business in the street. Like, it's crazy what's happening, man. Now, is it fake or is it real? You never know. Some people do stupid stuff like this, man, for clicks. Who knows what's going on? But all we can do is take it for face value, right? Take it for face value and hope that they can get this thing done, man. Get off the internet for the sake of their children, you know, and because the kids are gonna see this. Like, come on, man. You know, these kids are gonna grow up because I believe they're fairly young. I think Papoose got an older son or something like that, based on what Remy been saying all over the internet. But you know, you still got to consider that the internet is forever, man. Recordings are forever. These things ain't going nowhere once you make them public. Everybody is sharing them. So this stuff is all over the world, man. So the kids are going to see it. You can't hide it from them. And how are you going to answer those hard questions when the kids are old enough to understand what they seeing and have an opinion about what you were doing? You know, it looks really bad. You set the wrong example. And then if they end up following suit and getting into messy situations like this too, who is to blame? Is it the way they was raised? I would say yes. You know? You are what you consume. We are a product of our environment. And it starts in the household. So this is messy work, man. This is nasty work, man. Come on, ladies. I know some of y'all out there agree with me that that's ridiculous. You know, I know y'all want to be free to show, you know, yourself, show some of your body off and all of that. Like, all right, that's cool. If you at the beach, you know what I'm saying? If we going out in public to, you know, to eat, you know what I mean? Like, come on, man. I want the cakes on the plate, not walking around in the place. You feel me? Shit. Come on, man. But man, look, I really hope that brother and that sister can get it together, man. But shout out to the homie Corey Holcomb, bro. Keep doing what you're doing, man. I love the straight shooter in your partner. So keep dropping it. Keep coming with it, man. Don't worry about what the haters got to say, homie. But yeah, that's a good one. So let's get on over to this next topic, because this one right here, now all the parents out there, especially the fathers, this one is for us. This one is for us right here, man. This one is rock solid. Let's go.
Let me read something to you real quick. It mean a lot to me. Man, I ain't trying to cry, but it say break generational curses. Quit yelling at your kids before they go to bed and expect them to sleep well. Quit yelling at your kids in the morning right after they wake up before school and expect them to have a good day. You set the tone for your children. You set the tone for your voice. They will always remember in their heads. You become their inner voice. Don't be their inner critic. Speak life, speak love, speak bravery, kindness and hope. Speak wisdom and truth. Most of all, listen to your children. I never had none of that. I get that to mine. And that's my number one priority. As I follow that, that's how I break it. And I do it, I live it. I live it. You know, that narrative shit.
Wow. That's heavy, man. And as a father, I feel that, man, 1000%. And just, you know, and you could tell from the passion, and you can hear it, the cracking in his voice. He started off saying, I ain't trying to cry, because that means something to that brother. He was deprived of that coming up. He was deprived of that. He didn't have life spoken to him. He didn't have positive words spoken to him before leaving out the door to go to school. You know? You got to do that, man. You got to do it as much as possible. Kids make it hard sometimes because they can be hard-headed as hell, and we know it, right? We all been kids before. We've been in that position, you know? But, you know, what these kids are facing now is 10 times harder than what we faced, you know, within, you know, people within my age brackets, you know what I mean? And those before, you know, we didn't face all of the criticism that the internet, you know, has built. You know what I'm saying? The quote unquote way you supposed to look and act and things of that nature. The internet, social media in particular, has ruined the mindset of some of this generation. So it's on us as parents to set the right standard, set the right foundation for our children. My 14-year-old son, Andrew, graduating 8th grade, on his way to be a freshman in high school. Every morning, before I walk out the door, whether I'm working from home or I'm going in the office, every single day before I walk out the door, I hug him and hold him tight, and I utter these words into his ear. Always remember that you're a black king. There's nothing you can't do. Don't let negativity penetrate your armor. If you want respect, you have to give it. But you never let anyone disrespect you. Conquer the day and find a reason to smile. I love you. This is what I say to him every single day. That man could be in the shower with the door closed, and I'm on my way out the door. I will knock on that door. He'll be in the shower. I knock on the door, stand at the door, and raise my voice and make sure he can hear me through the door while in the water, because I want that to be the last thing you hear from me before I walk out the door, because you never know. It may be my time. I might not come back through that door. So I definitely want the right set of words and the right mindset in his mind. The last thing you hear from me are words of positivity, things that you can carry off into your adult life, words of inspiration that you can wake up every morning and tell yourself, I'm a black king. There's nothing I can't do. I'm not going to let negativity penetrate my armor. I'm going to lead with respect and have the expectation of it being given back to me, and accept nothing other than respect. We have to build our kids up. These kids, they need it. Look what's happening in the streets. Chicago, we got this teen takeover thing where they're going into downtown Chicago. And I mean, we talking hundreds of kids after 10 o'clock. Like, what the hell are your parents? What's happening? They down there shaking their ass, jumping on people's cars. I mean, and this is where all the rich people would be at. Downtown, Michigan Avenue. The Mag Mile, baby. That's where all the Prada, the Gucci stores, that's where it go down. That's what if you got some bread, that's where you go shop for that real down there. You dig? and they down there tearing shit up. Why they not at home? What are your parents doing? Come get your damn babies, man. For real. It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. But we, as parents, we have to breathe life into our children. We have to encourage them. Like, I used to get really pissed off about the fact that my son, he stays on that damn game. Like most kids, right? Got a PS5, he Fortniting it. You know, that's his thing. You know what I'm saying? He want to make money doing it. They can make a whole lot of money doing it. But I had to put it into perspective and kind of talk to myself about this whole new wave of communication, because they don't go outside no more. They don't, I mean, you know, every now and then he'll walk to McDonald's or to the park, or they go get some ice cream, him and his little crew. You know, they'll do that from time to time. But when I was coming up, we wasn't trying to go in the house. We was outside all damn day. I'm talking about, well, my mama had to come find me, or she'd be like, you better get home for them street lights come on. Man, please, we wasn't trying to come into the house. We was outside, my man. But this was before the internet, right? This was before cell phones, all of that. I know I'm dating myself, but I think the gray already doing that. Y'all know I'm a seasoned vet. But at the end of the day, it was a different time, right? We didn't have these other distractions. You know, the only way we were able to communicate was face to face for the most part. You know what I mean? That was the best way to do it. That was the fun way to do it. But now all they got to do is jump online, put a headset on, and then boom, there it is, right? So technology has changed the form of communication. So I had to adjust my mindset so that I'm not looking at it like, you need to be outside, you need to do this and do that. Well, it's just not how they operate now. It's just not how they operate. So I had to tell myself, look, I know where the kid is, and I know where he's not. He is not downtown with these other idiots downtown tearing up shit, because it always end up in a fight or somebody getting shot. Someone got stabbed down there at the last one. I think the person got stabbed and a couple kids got shot. Always breaks out in a fight or shooting every single time they have these team takeovers. But I know what my son is. He's in that living room. I'm in my studio. He'll be right in the other room playing that game. But I know where he at. And that's what brings my level of frustration of the fact these kids don't go outside and have fun and create games and be outside enjoying face-to-face human interaction. I'd rather have him playing that game than being in these streets downtown, putting himself at risk and me not knowing where he at. Me and his mom worrying about where our son is. So, man, it's important that we understand our role as parents and we speak and breathe life and love and respect into our children, man. This generation needs strong parenting. We have to adjust a little bit how we parent, but we still gotta be strong. They still need to have some level of fear of their parents, the fear of disappointment, mind you. The fear of disappointment is what I'm referring to when I say fear. The fear of like, oh man, if I do this, my dad is going to be disappointed in me. And when you can get your kid to the point to where they don't want to disappoint you, they're not just scared of you, and every time they see you, they shivering in their damn boots. No, that ain't the type of fear I'm talking about. That's not a good type of fear, in my opinion. Some people want their damn kids to just be scared of them. They want them walking on eggshells. No, because when you have that sort of relationship with your child, that's when they hold back information. Now they always gonna hold and have their little secrets, but the vital things, because they scared you gonna, do something to them or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? But I want them to fear disappointing me to a point to where they can still come and talk to me. We can have open dialogue, and they don't have to go into the streets to try to find someone to talk to who really doesn't care about them, don't got no real love for them. This is how kids end up in gangs and affiliated with all of these other different, groups and shit. So if we are breathing life into them and informing them and letting them know that hey, this is your safe space right here at home. You don't need to go get it from nowhere and nobody else. You can have your friends and talk to your friends because that's what friends are for. Right? But at the same time, you need to come talk to those who really know you, who really have your best interest at hand. Because that's how you're going to grow and gain knowledge. So that's a tough one. These two topics, man, I'm telling you, right? So, fellas, how much respect do you have for yourself? First and foremost. Secondly, ladies, how much respect do you have for yourself? Third, ladies and gentlemen, how much respect do you have for each other and your relationship or marriage or whatever it is that you have? Do you all believe that each individual is a reflection of each other? Do you believe that when you're in the street, you need to be mindful of how your man or woman would feel if they knew you were operating like this or like that when you're not in their presence? It's interesting, right? And parents, let's make sure that we're building these kids up and not tearing them down. My man said, how you expect your kids to have a good day, but the last thing you put into their head on the way out the door was negative energy, negative words, no words of affirmation or inspiration or motivation. How do you expect them to have a good day? Let's build them up, y'all. Let's build them up. Because the Lord knows they need it. We have made it to the end of another episode of the Mr. Anthony Show. I appreciate you all tuning in. And if you made it to the end of this, I want you to know that I really, really appreciate you taking the time out of your day. And hopefully something that was covered today helps you in your world and the life that you live in. Be blessed, and we'll see you on the next one.